You got a tattoo? Then you gotta have a story behind it. We're Tat-Stories, and we bring our viewers those stories. Kahuna's finishing up collecting ink tails at the GoldenState Tattoo Expo. Our first story comes from a Sullen wife who loves her traditional ink. Our second features twins from Florida connected by body art. Finally, we've got the epic hubby-delivered cover-up. When he's got time.
Kahuna for Tat-Stories here, and I've got DeeDee. Now, DeeDee's working the Sullen clothing booth, and I'm here to tell you, they got some cool stuff down here, but more importantly, she's got some awesome ink. She's got a couple of pieces on her arms that we absolutely had to stop and talk to her about. So with that said, DeeDee, tell us a little bit about those bad boys, and tell me, tell me what they mean, why you got them, and then we'll get into who and all that other good stuff.
So they actually don't really mean anything. I just love this guy's style. His name is Chris Papadakis from Greece, I think. And I found him actually my husband found him on Instagram, and I loved his style and his color, and I love traditional tattoos, so.
Okay, so the important thing is she bought and she's attracted to the style, and I really like that. Now tell me a little bit about, does that style have a name?
Traditional. It's just like traditional.
Okay, so that's traditional ink. It's actually pretty badass. Now this one kind of creeps down her arm, which is very cool. Tell me when you got it. Did it hurt?
Yeah, they all hurt. This one hurt the most though.
And which part of it hurt?
It's the inner arm is like super sensitive, so it hurt the most for sure.
Okay, now how long did it take?
This one actually only took though an hour and a half. Jacob Donnie did it, and he tattoos very fast, and I was very grateful for that.
So remember, if you got an artist that works fast, that can actually eliminate the threshold of pain for a period of time. Now, question for you: you going to get any more?
Yes, definitely.
They always want to get more. All right, what are you going to get, and where are you going to put it?
I'm waiting for my panther so I can finish my arm on this side, and then on this side, I don't know yet. I've got some pretty big open spots. I really actually want to get a tiger as well, and I might get that actually on my hip.
She's looking for a tiger on her hip. Now, is that your spirit animal, or what do you think's cool about a tiger?
I think I like all cats, all cat animals, the whole lion, panther, tigers. I think they're all my spirit animals.
All right, that makes sense. All right, one last question, just as a point of reference for folks. Tell us a little bit about Sullen. What's so cool about Sullen?
I think one of the coolest things about Sullen is the fact that they work with artists from all around the world, and what they do is they take their art and put it on shirts so that people who might not want to get a tattoo can still be like part of the whole tattoo culture.
Now, folks, I think that's cool. Sullen actually takes the art, they make sure that it gets onto tees and sweatshirts and hoodies and you name it. And as a result of that, you can make sure that the artist is actually shared with someone who may or may not have ink. So we never really thought about that. I kind of like it. DeeDee, I want to thank you for taking time today. And I just want to say, guess what, folks? Sullen is one of the co-sponsors of this event. Very generous of them. It's a very cool place to be. We're in Pasadena. This is the Kahuna, and I am out. Kahuna for Tat-Stories. I am here with Sharon. And Sharon was actually sporting a brand new piece of ink. It's a scissors hands, and it's spectacular. We got Gigi here, artist, over on the side. We're going to bring her in a minute. But before I do that, I want to find out a little bit about some of the ink that Sharon's got. Now, Sharon, you've got some spectacular sleeves. What are they? What do they mean to you?
Well, first of all, she's my twin, so she's done everything on me. So that's why I'm covered. It's kind of hard to stay away. But it's all spiritual, like Flower of Life, Archangel Michael, crystals are very spiritual. Mandala, it's all just that type of significance. See? We're Arabic too, so that's the lettering. And then these are all just, this is a gypsy, angels. So yeah, it's pretty much where they come from.
So we've got total wrap sleeves, we've got mandalas, we've got the Egyptian seeing eye, we've got folks, you name it, we've got it. It's absolutely amazing. Now, I get the spiritual on the sleeves. How do we go from spiritual to Edward Scissorhands on your legs?
And then the darkness, No, but yeah, we grew up with these movies, so that's where that came from. So this is The Crow, Brandon Lee, and then Edward Scissorhands. Those are like our two favorite movies.
Okay, so we're going from lightness to darkness. I get that. That's pretty spectacular. Now, tell me, why do you like her work?
Why? I have to. She's my twin.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I always loved tattoos, but when she started, I was like, let's do this, Because
So let me ask you this. When you're done with the darkness side of things, are you going to get another one?
probably. I literally said that this was the only one I was ever going to get. Okay. And then now look at me.
And what do you think you're going to get after this?
My back. Well, I have a piece on my back already, but I'm going to finish my back for sure. And then probably the next leg, too.
Oh, yeah. She's got another leg, folks, just so you know. And we're going to have to do some work on that. Now, is that going to be a darkness thing, too, or is there something else you think you might want there?
So, probably something else, but just got to think about it. Not sure yet.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're lucky, folks, because her artist is here. I'm going to have Gigi step up here for just a second. Gigi, come on up here. Get in between us. Come on over here. We're going to all get in this shot. It's a little tight, but Gigi is an amazing artist. So tell the folks, Gigi, what inspires you to do what you do?
I've always loved art since I was little. I've been tattooing for 5 years, so it's been uphill since then.
Now, are you always going to do, I notice it's mainly black and white or blues and grays. Do you like to do any colors?
I do anything, so this is just like my favorite thing to do is black and gray, but you can find me doing color or little tattoos.
Okay, now, so the folks know, where's your shop?
Florida, Orlando, Florida.
She's in Orlando, Florida, folks. The Kahuna gets to Florida a lot, so we're going to have to check it out. What's the name of the shop?
Gina's Tattoo.
Okay, so now you know, folks. We'll throw up her stuff on Instagram. We'll make sure that you know how to find her. And more importantly, we want to thank both of them for taking time to talk to us today. This is the Kahuna. I'm in Pasadena, and we are out. Kahuna for Tat-Stories, and I've got Jessica here. I'm here to tell you, folks, Jessica is getting an incredible cover-up. And I mean, we're talking a cover-up for 2 sleeves. So for those of you out there that have sleeves, be aware you can actually get them covered up if you're not quite happy. I'm going to find out what she had, where she's going with it, so that all of you can get an idea of some of the things you might be able to do. Jess, tell them a little bit about what's going on the sleeves.
So right now on this sleeve, I got a barber pole and a straight razor and my shears. What I used to have was some wind and stars. When I was little, I used to just lay on the trampoline and look at the night stars, and it meant a lot to me. It was my getaway place. So that's what I'm covering up because it wasn't too good. We're gonna go through, redo my family here. We're gonna take the filigree all the way up, and then I got chandeliers here. And the chandelier is just beautiful. The new, you can get a jewel, and you can make the color pop behind my old tattoo that was there. So there's so much cover-up that you can do. This right here is a cover-up as well, and my entire back is a cover-up. So this is my artist right here. He's also my husband, and I never got a tattoo from him until after we were married. He's an amazing artist, and so I put a lot of time in with him, talking about what I really want to do with my art and make it better. And
so just so you know, folks, she actually took I won't say the easy way out, she actually married an artist, which means I won't say it's free ink because, it's really not.
We don't have time to tattoo. I might get tattooed twice a year. That's why it takes so long, because he's booked as a phenomenal artist, and I also do permanent makeup. So we have 6 kids. Sure. So we're busy. Six
kids. Now, let me ask you this. What are you getting, what's going on your back from a cover-up standpoint? What are you trying to do?
I can show you a little bit if you want to see it. So I got a, what was it? It was a devil and an angel, and we're covering it up with the skull here. And then I had some palm trees that were in the negative, and we're making them actual palm trees now with a full sunset. And the way that it happened was the tree went through the lighthouse that was in my back. It was terrible. Let me just put it that way. So we're going through trying to make it beautiful again.
Okay, now keep in mind, folks, that interestingly enough, in some instances, to get rid of a piece, sometimes you black out and you use white and other colors. So there's a lot of things that can be done there if you're a good artist. So let me ask you this. How long do you think it's going to take in years to get this done? Because he looks busy.
You know, we started... Okay, we've been working on my back for the last 5 years. So, to put it in perspective, I'm planning this year, I'm trying to get a lot done on my arm at least. So, hopefully by the end of next year, I have goals to finish my back and my arm.
So Sharky is her artist, and I'm here to tell you, she's kind of laying out hints for him. Let's hope he takes the hints, and, you know, maybe he's got a few hours this year.
I'm giving a little leeway. 2 years is good.
Well, we want to thank you so much for taking time. Sharky's doing his thing here in the background. We'll make sure that we actually give you a little B-roll of him working. But most importantly, Jessica, you have been incredibly kind to talk to us. Folks, there is so much you can do with anything when it comes to cover-ups. She's doing some amazing work. We'll get B-roll on it, and as she talked about it, we'll actually flip it up there so you can see it. I want to thank you. I've got one little Sharky here. He's actually talking to Mom, so we got to go. So with that in mind, Kahuna is out.